Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And in this episode, we're going to take a look at events many thousands of miles away from a certain courtroom where a certain JD and a certain AH are slugging it out over who did what to whom. We now have a curious case where the former Miss Italy, who now runs a charity for women who are victims of DV, backs JD completely. Wonderful. She gives him a complete backing. She is an expert on this. She knows. She can recognise what's true and what's false, which is quite hard in DV cases. Well, she's given him her full support and backing, and it's an interesting story. So let's, without further ado, put myself down in the corner and we will take a look at it. So this is the article. It's in the Mail Online. JD receives support from an unlikely ally as women's DV charity, led by former Miss Italy, backs the Pirate of the Caribbean star and says he deserves compassion in his blockbuster trial against AH. Italy-based non-profit mission NGO defended himself, Mr. D, in a statement on Friday. The group says JD deserves compassion in his defamation suit against AH. At trial, court heard disturbing allegations that H physically abused D. They heard claims that D was the true abuser, leading to a defamation claim. The mission NGO is led by the former Miss Italy, Valeria Altobelli. Don't know why I said that in an Italian accent, but I did. Move on. A support network for DV victims and children has issued a statement expressing support for JD in his ongoing defamation suit against ex-wife AH. She said she's expressing compassion for JD in this bad page of his personal history. It follows a growing chorus of support for JD after the court heard disturbing evidence suggesting that AH physically abused him, including an audio tape of her admitting that she had hit him. H has long accused D of being the abuser in the relationship, allegations that he says scuttled his acting career and led to his $50 million defamation lawsuit against the Aquaman starlet. Hardly a starlet now, she is getting on a bit and starting to look a bit rough. That's just my opinion, allegedly. But this trial has aged her. She's losing it. Mind you, she's not likely to need it. I think her career is done. So they put out this statement, which I'll just put back on the top there. It says, in deep respect of the victims of DV, that we have to affirm for intellectual honesty are generally women, we feel to express as women and mothers and free thinkers our compassion for JD in this bad page of his personal history. Signed, Valeria Altobelli, Los Angeles, May 20, 2022. Miss Altobelli, who founded Mission NGO with support from other participants in the 2004 Miss World pageant in China, said in a statement that her group gives no sex, no gender, no race, no colour, no age to the concept of bad abuse. Women from all over the world stand against DV, regardless of gender, age or race, said Altobelli. Our mission is to educate men and women with no gender differences, to keep talking and living in the values of love, mutual comprehension, sensitivity in order to prevent all kinds of V against women, against men, against children, the beauty queen added. As a woman, or as women, we have compassion and we feel empathy, not for the star, the talent, the actor, but for a man, a father, a worker, a human, wrote Altobelli, referring to JD. Mental health is something we have to care about to live in a positive environment where women and men can fall in love and respect each other without any kind of abuse or DV, she added. And she's quite right. I mean, at the end, I think we all can see that the true victim in this case is JD. He's the victim. He's the one suffering. She is a manipulative, allegedly evil, allegedly two-faced, allegedly narcissistic, allegedly mentally ill individual. We can see that. We all know she lies. She absolutely lies. I can say that without an allegedly. That's 100% proven. She said something under oath in this court that totally contradicts what she said in another court in London under oath. So she's a liar. We can say that because she's either lying then or she's lying now. And in fact, there's a chance she could be prosecuted for perjury in London, and that's going to be after she's prosecuted for lying in Australia. So She has a history of lying. She can't help herself. It's in her very makeup. She's an awful person. That I can say as well, because that's a personal viewpoint. I think she's an awful person. But anyway, moving back in. In his suit, JD says a 2018 op-ed piece that she wrote in the Washington Post unfairly portrayed him as a domestic abuser and cost him a lucrative Hollywood career that included the Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise. JD has testified that he never struck AH and that he was the victim of abuse inflicted by her, and I think we all can agree with that. And there's a picture of Miss Altobelli. Yes, very nice. See why she was Miss World. But Heard's attorneys say those denials lack credibility because he frequently drank and used substances to the point of blacking out. On the trial's 19th day on Thursday, AH's attorneys played for the court a previously taped deposition from actress Ellen Barking, who dated JD in the 1990s and portrayed him as controlling, jealous and angry. But that doesn't mean he commits DV. I get angry all the time. I don't beat my wife. Tracy Jacobs, who served as the actor's agent for 30 years, said JD was showing up late so consistently on set that virtually every movie during their final years working together. I was very honest with him and said, "You've got to stop doing this. This is hurting you," Jacobs said, and it did. Jacobs said Depp was an extraordinary talent, but his behaviour in the years before he fired her in 2016 became increasingly unprofessional, while his abuse of substances increased. And it also got around town. I mean, people talk, it's a small community, and it made people reluctant to use him. But, you know, that's just one woman's view of what happened. And turning up late to set doesn't mean you're going home and beating AH. So they're putting in side issues. Anyway, I'm going to come up and round this off. So I think it's significant when a woman of that experience and knowledge of DV is basically giving JD the clean bill of health. She's been watching the trial, obviously. She's seen what's going on. And I bet she recognises the signs of DV because they are there to be seen. And I think if she's looking at this relationship and she's recognising the signs of DV, I think she's seeing those signs on JD. I think she sees him as the victim, because what I'm seeing, this is my view, not hers, but what I'm seeing is the behaviour of AH as being typical of the bully, of the manipulator, of the abuser. She is the one that's controlling everything. She is a greedy parasite, really, and she wants everything she can get. We have the issue with all that money that she promised to give away to charity and yet strangely didn't, because she's a grasping evil cow, in my opinion. But hey, that's how it is. The trial continues Monday. If you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications of future output, leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, dear friends, stay safe, stay well, stay away from Amber, and goodbye.